Welcome back to Talkin' Too Much with Hannah O'Reilly. I'm Hannah O'Reilly, and this is episode 2. And guys, I gotta say, the support from episode 1 was amazing. Like, people who I didn't even think would listen were sending me screenshots of them listening, putting it on their TVs, blasting it through their cars. Like, it really was so cool to see. It's just been really cool. So thank you. If you subscribed on YouTube, thank you so much. If you've subscribed on Spotify, which took a little bit to get, I was uploading the wrong file type. It was a whole thing, but the guy on the help desk, they do like this live chat over there, and he was so helpful. He's like, if you don't worry, take your time. I'm still going to be here. Like, my emotional support. I'm like, you sure you're not going to X out of this and I got to start over with another person? He's like, I'll be right here. And we got it done. And I made him listen. So I hope he did. I said, you have no choice but to listen to this podcast now. Okay? You were here from the start. Rags to riches. It's only right. And he said he would. So hopefully he is. Anyway, listen, it's a Sunday night. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hurting right now. I am so tired, but I'm trying to play it off. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. I could go for another coffee. Of course, I'm out of coffee. I'm coming off of a very long, exhausting, but fun weekend. I just got back from Connecticut, so I realized after I did the first episode, like, I didn't really give a ton of details of, like, key people in my life, and my sisters let me know that. So I'm the oldest of 3 girls. I'm just going to say that. There you go, girls. There's your shout outs. Colleen and Mary Kate. That's their names. So if you hear me say their names, that's who I'm referring to. And my boyfriend's name is Dylan. So Dylan is a news reporter. He lives in Connecticut. So we do long distance. It could be a 2.5 hour drive. It could be a 3.5, 4, depending on the day, depending on how Connecticut's feeling. And there's always an accident at the times that I'm trying to drive. So anyway, it's his birthday today. So it's June 15th when I'm recording this. And yeah, he turned 29 plus 1. So of course I had to do it up. Now he said to me, he's like, I don't want anything crazy. I don't want this to be like some wild party. I just want to do something with you and keep it low key. So I was like, music to my ears. Like, I don't have to stress with like trying to wrangle up all these people and schedules and all that. So it really worked out. So we went to Mystic, Connecticut, if you're familiar. The famous restaurant Mystic Pizza's there. I've never seen the movie, but everyone's telling me I need to see the movie, so that's on my to-do list. It's cute. It's like on the water. There's boats. They have a cute downtown. So I planned like a full itinerary for us, which I should have had one here to show because it was premium, if you ask me. Guy at Staples printed it out for me, along with a collage of pictures for us, and I'm like, is this like so awkward to like look at people's pictures, like collages all day? He's like, I kind of like it. I'm like, okay, you want to come to Mystic with us? So on the drive there, he's like, he didn't know anything we were doing. Like, I love a surprise. One thing about my sisters and I, we love a surprise. Like, it just makes things so much more fun. And I think we like the surprises for ourselves, even though we're the one like giving it or presenting it. And we just get so much more excited about things when the person doesn't know. We love a reaction. We love a good reaction. One thing I will say about Dylan, he has such good reactions to things. It could be the tiniest little thing, and he's like, you're kidding. This is incredible. I say every day is Christmas morning for him, and it's true. Very golden retriever energy, if you've heard people say that on the internet. He is very golden retriever energy. Anyway, I knew this would be a hit. I gave him the itinerary, and we're on the drive there. And again, Dylan's a news reporter in Connecticut. Take a shot every time I say that. And he's like, maybe I'll get recognized. And of course, I have to like keep his ego at a good level. I'm like, yeah, maybe. It actually happens a lot. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should have paid a couple people since it's your birthday, like maybe make it extra special, but I didn't. Sorry. I was too busy at Staples printing out this nice itinerary, and all you care about is being recognized right now. I'm joking. Everyone chill. I'm joking. So we go, and I had, if you're familiar with Mystic, I'm just going to name drop some of these restaurants because they were great. I would recommend them to everyone. We went to Red 36. So we go. I'm not kidding you. We're there for 10 seconds. I hear the woman behind me go, do you guys watch the news? The news. I'm just hearing news. I'm like, don't. I think they recognize you. He's like, maybe, or like, whatever. He plays it off. Trying to be chill. I see him like, nah, probably not. He's sitting back in his chair. I'm like, okay. And then this one woman turns around and she's like, we recognized you the minute you come in. I watch your channel every day. And just like showering him with compliments. Like, we could not have planned it. It was a great kickoff to the day. And honestly, we could have went home after that. He would have just been good with that. So we're talking, we're making small talk with them. They were in town for a wedding, and we turn back around and they go, oh, miss. And I'm like, oh, what's up? Do you recognize me too, my podcast? They were like, all the tags are still on your shirt. I'm like, oh, thank you, Dylan, for telling me. Rip them off and just like, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, and by the way, miss, I'm like, oh my God, why are all the tags on? Not one I saw a bunch of people that day before we got there. Nobody said anything. Okay. We're at the lunch spot, right? And we meet the families in town for a wedding. We turn back around. The couple next to us is like, oh, what are you guys celebrating? Like, what are you doing here? We make friends with them. Everyone was so sweet. The waitress, and I've been saying this lately, like, I find that when I start the day saying it's going to be a great day, I can't wait to see how many people I meet today, whose path crosses mine. I have this like open aura about myself, and I notice that the people around me are more positive. Whether it's because of me or not, or like my vibe, I just notice that like when I set that intention, I notice way more positive people than negative. And when I'm in a bad mood and I start my day horrible and I don't want to talk to anyone, like everyone around me is annoying me. Like I'm like, oh, and this is why I'm in a bad mood. And then it just triggers and triggers and triggers. So trying to start my day more like that, because we had a fabulous time at lunch and I was just so eager to talk to everybody that we could. And it made the whole experience 10 times better. So that's a little side tangent, but I did want to point that out, that like everyone was just the sweetest. So then we go to dinner later on, hours later, and it was great. Via Amelia, the waiters were so nice. Like, they brought out cannolis for Dylan's birthday. It was awesome. Dylan's like, oh my God, they know it's my birthday. I forgot I put it on the reservation when it said, what are we celebrating? I think he thought they were going to come out clapping like we were at a Chili's. I'm like, they're not going to, you'll maybe get a candle in a cannoli. Like, this is a classy place. Like, they're not going to be singing and dancing, and they didn't. Like, this is not Ruby Tuesdays, babe. We're at Via Amelia and Mystic. They don't act like that. And then I had another surprise for him on the next day. We were going to go to the Mets game. He had loosely mentioned going to the Mets game, and then he was like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of tired, it's raining. I'm like, well, you better take a shot of espresso, because we're already going and we have tickets. Like, you're going to have to get it together. But he didn't know that, obviously. So it was actually my sister's idea, Colleen. Colleen lives in New York, and her boyfriend is huge Mets fan also, which kind of makes it great, because Colleen and I couldn't care less about what's going on in the sports world. We just want to be there for the vibes and like an Aperol Spritz. And those two can just like sit and chit chat about the players and the history going back to when the team originated. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't even have Mets gear. I'm like borrowing shirts. Like I'm like, also I'm from a Philly family. So anything I do have that's sports related is Phillies, but I can switch up on a dime. Like, you want me at a Mets game? I'm in Mets gear. We went to a Yankees game last year. I'm in Navy pinstripes. I don't care. I'm just there for the photo, the drink, and to say I went. So this is when surprises can get a little difficult. When the person's trying to explain to you why your plan might not work out. So I'd been watching the forecast for a while, and it was like, it's going to rain on Saturday. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Luckily, my sister was like, we're going regardless. Like, I'm like, okay, good. That's the vibe I'm on. I am not letting this weather take away any fun thing I've planned. Like, I'm so tired of this weather. If I really just based everything off of how it's been outside, I probably would never leave my house again, because it's been that miserable. Anyway, episode 2, and we're talking about the weather again. So the next day after Mystic, he's like, what do you think what should I wear today? Like, what's our vibe? I go, I don't know, maybe your Mets jersey? Surprise. And he's like super excited. But he's like, are you sure? Like, I feel bad. Like, what if it rains? And I'm like, nah, it's fine. Even though I'm like, you have a point. But obviously, we're meeting my sister and her boyfriend outside Grand Central Station. I have to convince him that going to a Mets game in the rain after we're exhausted is like the best idea ever. And like, it's tough. So I'm like, we're taking the train, because I need to get to Grand Central. And he's like, I'll just drive. Like, I'll drive. It's not a big deal. I'm like, no, we have to. He's like, I'm thinking it's a 55-minute train ride for some reason. He's like, it's like a 2, maybe plus hour train ride. I'm like, 2-hour train ride, then a subway. It's raining and I don't watch sports. Happy birthday to you. I keep having to convince him, like, no. I think it's going to be fun. We'll be with other Mets players. Oh my God. They're on private jets. We're on the Metro North in Connecticut. He's like, okay. So luckily I convinced him. Then we're on the train. He's like, I'll just buy the tickets now. Like, I'll find us like standing room only. I'll buy the tickets now. I'm like, no. Like, we'll get them when we get there. Because my sister had the tickets. I didn't have them on my phone. It was a whole thing. I have to convince him now that taking the 2.5 or 2-hour train ride to Grand Central to go to a game in the rain, and we're going to get the tickets when we get there, is the best idea I've ever had. This is his birthday, and we love a surprise. So this was for my sister and I, if I'm being honest. So I say to my sister, send me where you're at. So we went to this bar called The Perfect Pint. It's a couple blocks or whatever. I don't even know. I'm so clueless in New York. Like, I'm trying to be better. I'm so clueless. Now I have to come up with a way to convince Dylan that not only all the other things I've already convinced him of, but we need to walk out of Grand Central to go grab a drink before going back inside Grand Central. It was just like, okay, if you want, like, it's now becoming about me. I'm like, no, yeah, I want to, sorry. We're doing this for the plot. So we walk to The Perfect Pint. I'm like, people have been talking about it on TikTok, and like, it's such a popular place to go right when you get out of Grand Central. Like, I'm just coming up with things as we go. Long story short, that's the longest story ever, but we walk into the bar and he doesn't even notice them. Like, he does not notice them. He's like, okay, where do you want to sit? I go, how about this table right here with these 2 people waiting for us? And they're like, surprise. And he's like, you're kidding me. Now he's like, here we go. Oh, so you were tired when it was just me, but now all of a sudden you have a newfound love of life? No problem. The rain doesn't matter. The 2-hour train ride doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, so that was fun. And then we all took the subway to the Mets game, and we had a blast. It was just great. It was such a good time. Oh, this is what I want to say. So my drink of choice is probably an Aperol Spritz. Like, I love an Aperol Spritz. Every time I order one, it is made a different way. Like, I don't think the bartenders across the U.S. have gotten down what exactly goes into an Aperol Spritz, because I'm telling you, like, I even got one in Mystic, totally tasted different. I'm like, this is not an Aperol Spritz. What is going on? Luckily, the Mets Stadium, the team there, they knew what they were doing, but I just had to point that out, because I'm like, why is it always slightly off? Some have oranges on the side, some have lemons. Someone in the comments let me know why every time I order one, it's different. You get like a little cup, it says New York on it, and I think it was probably $300 for the little one, so it was good. It was super fun, but I will say, thank God my sister was there, because I don't know how long I would have lasted at a game in the rain. I don't think I watched one single play. I was more people watching and chit-chatting with my sister. Another thing I want to point out that I've been noticing. So there was 2 families in front of us. Each had young boys. Not that that matters, but each had young boys, and they were at the game, and like, you can tell they're like close with their dad, and like, this is a bonding thing. Both boys were on phones watching like Minecraft or like playing games, and I'm like, there's a full-blown baseball game going on in front of you. The one kid was like 6, and like this one was like 12. Why are you on a phone watching something else when tickets were bought to go to this baseball game with your family? And like, shame on the parents, honestly. Why are they playing Minecraft at a baseball game? Like, phone down, pay attention, even if you don't know what's going on. This is an opportunity now I'm giving parenting advice. I have 0 children. This is the opportunity for the parents to bond with the kid, teach them baseball. Like, these are memories. Like, Dylan has so many memories going to Mets games when he was younger. These kids are, what, you're going to have memories about playing Minecraft at, is it City Field? Shea Stadium. Oh my God. I like know the history of the team. This is a waste of money, time, brain cells. Like, even I'm watching more than you are. So at one point, it was like they were doing the thing where it's like, get loud, everybody get up, cheer. They're going to shoot T-shirts out into the audience that I never win. And the one dad looks at his son and is like, come on, let's do it. He will not get up. And low-key, like, that's your fault. You gave him a cell phone at a baseball game. He doesn't know what's going on. Like, I'm sorry. The cell phone usage, it's out of control. And I use my phone a lot. I use it for personal, I use it for work. Like, I use it for this. So I get it, but you're a kid and this is a baseball game. I see, I'll go out to eat. Families, every single family member on their cell phone. My family, it was like phones do not come to the dinner table. Like, sorry, you're not looking at your phone. Unless you're looking up a trivia game for us to play while we wait for the food to get out. No phones. Sorry. Anyway, we're not even at the hot takes yet, and I'm fired up. So, super good weekend. That's that. I think I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a little more awake now that I talked that all out. So, let's get into the episode. I asked on Instagram for people to submit hot takes or just like opinions on things, just things to get the conversation started, and most likely it will fire me up. And you guys did, so thank you. Okay. This is one thing I want to complain about, okay? And they're not all going to be complaints, but we're going to start off strong. I wanted to go do like in-store pickup the other day. There is a serious issue with in-store pickup. The websites for these stores, okay, I went to Walgreens, but like this happens a lot, like at a lot of department stores. I'll put something in that I want to pick up and they say they have it in stock. And I'm like, this is awesome. I'll get to the store and they're like, oh, we canceled that. We don't have it. Then why didn't you update the website? Like, I just wasted my time. I wanted to save time by doing this. Update the website. They're like, sorry, sometimes it takes a while for the website to, then get rid of self-pickup. If the phone and the website can't keep up, then we shouldn't be doing it. Don't even tell me that that's an option because I'll just go look for it myself in the aisles, and if it's out, and that's on me. So, I'm a self-tan girly. I'm a club member at this tanning salon, and I don't go do the beds. I do spray. And did I say self-tanner? I meant spray tan. I love a spray tan. But if you get a lot of spray tans, it starts to get blotchy after a while. Like when you're showering, like it's like, I don't know, my wrists are like orange and then my elbows are orange, but the rest of my arm's white. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And I've been trying to work on this. I posted on TikTok asking people, is there something I can do about this? And everyone answered. And they were like, get this Bondi Sands tanner eraser. I didn't even know it existed. Okay, so of course I want it like immediately. I'm like, I need this now. Like I look like a freak. I need this now. Like, I wasn't even wearing shorts or anything because of it. Like, my legs, it just looks wild. So, I see that the Walgreens around the corner from my house has self-tanner remover. And I'm like, that's suspicious. I don't actually believe it because this has never once worked in my favor. But, you know what? Let's do it. So, I beep, 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 order it. Oh, takes my money out right away. No problem. That's the one thing we have up to speed. We can't get the in stock or what's out of stock to update on the website. But when it comes time to take your money, now that we can do at lightning speed. No problem. Goes through. I drive over there. I'm like, hey. First off, I go in. I, once again, am greeting the greeter. I'm like, hi, how are you? Like, we make eye contact. I'm like, hi, how are you? He's like, good. How can I help you? I'm like, sorry to bother you. I'm looking for the self-tan. I did an online pickup. I'm here a little early. I was like, I know I'm early. Also, I'm being a lot friendlier than this. I'm early, but I figured I could just go to the shelf and grab it and then maybe could just scan the bar. I'm telling him how this is going to work at Walgreens. Billion dollar company. I'm like, I'm going to tell you how this is going to work. I show up. I'm going to go grab it off the shelf, bring it up here. You're going to scan the barcode and I'm going to be on my merry way. He's like, no. You need to wait for an employee to go grab it, and then we have to process it. I'm like, I can see the aisle with the self-tanner stuff. I'm like, so I got to wait for this girl to down to the aisle, pick it up, process it. Where are you processing it? Not on the website, because that thing is about 10 years behind schedule. So I'm confused. Now we're following protocol? I'm like, anyway, thank God the girl working overheard this and was like, oh, are you here for the self-tanner eraser? She's probably like, because I could see your legs and it looks like you need it. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And she's like, yeah, we're out of stock. So I was actually just about to cancel that order. You'll get your refund in 3 to 5 business days. I'm like, all right. And then I get in the car and I'm like, this is why we do Amazon. Like, I don't have time for this. So when stores are closing and whatnot around me, I'm like, yeah, I don't have sympathy for you because you don't have it down to what we need it to be down to. Amazon has it down. Anyway, I just wanted to share that story because that just fires me up and I need to know if anybody else has this problem. Okay. This is a good hot take. I'm so glad. Oh, I can't even believe... See, guys, you're going to have to roll with this. So we're learning. But when I do the hot takes, we're going to open a seltzer because if you watched episode 1, which I'm sure you did, well, you wouldn't miss the podcast drop for the world. I mentioned that on my Instagram, I had this series called Seltzer Sesh. And by series, I mean I only posted 2 of them. And I'm going to open a seltzer before I get heated. But clearly I got so heated, I forgot to open the seltzer. Anyway, today's seltzer is LaCroix Lemon. So we're starting off calm. Hot takes. Seltzer Sesh. Oh my God, splashed on the table. Great. Okay, now I got the mic, I got my phone, I got a seltzer, I got a candle lit next to me. No problem. All right. What is with celebrities cosplaying that they're clueless? Like, they don't know what's going on in Hollywood. I'm watching them. They're in these interviews and they're like, so what do you think about so-and-so? What do you think about this? And they're like, who is that? It's like it's another celebrity. Like, this is your industry. This is someone that works basically on, I'm not saying you guys all need to know each other and be best friends, but like, you have no idea who Millie Bobby Brown is? Don't play dumb that you don't know. And you know what? I'm talking about Benny Blanco, okay? Selena Gomez's fiance. He was in an interview and he's like, what? No, I don't know. Oh, is that the girl from Stranger Things? Yeah, that's the girl from Stranger Things. She's on everything. She's on every late night show. You know who Millie Bobby Brown is. But that just started getting me like thinking, a lot of celebrities do this. They like to pretend they don't know what's going on in their own world. They're like, to be honest, I don't watch movies. I don't watch my own shows. I don't read the comments. I don't read the headline. So seriously, you don't? I don't buy it. Oh, let's do a little ASMR. I should have a coaster, but we'll have that by episode 3. Production order coasters. And going off of that, celebrities who say they hate paparazzi, yet they keep shopping on Rodeo, walking through Times Square. They put themselves in these situations that they know the paparazzi is going to find them. The paparazzi guy's probably like, you called us, dude. Anyway, I just had to put that out there because sometimes I think it's a little forced. But that's my opinion. Oh. Okay, I think I need to take a sip for this one. This one fires me up. Contrarians, okay? We all know a contrarian, and if you don't know a contrarian, you are the contrarian. So what I mean by that, I'm so glad there's a name for this because it was really getting on my nerves. So let's say somebody is complaining to you about something. Like, oh, it is so annoying when it rains. And then you're like, I know, isn't it the worst? And they're like, well, not necessarily. No, I wouldn't say it's the worst. No, not quite. I'm like, oh my gosh, you complain to me. I'm agreeing with you. And you're now going to disagree with me in the middle of this? This really gets under my skin. And now all of a sudden, I don't want to talk about what we were just talking about. I don't care. I want to walk away. Don't argue with me in the middle of you complaining to me and I'm agreeing with you. I can't. Oh my gosh. And there's a certain type of etiquette when you're having a conversation with someone. Sometimes you just got to let the conversation continue flowing. You don't need to, especially like little details, don't need to be fixed. You don't need to disagree with the person mid-sentence. Like, because most likely we're talking about lighthearted stuff. So for the sake of the conversation, just keep it flowing. When you stop the convo to disagree with me in the middle of it, you've now chopped up the flow of the conversation and I don't even want to be a part of this anymore. Okay. Now, again, I said this in episode 1. I don't want these episodes to be too long. So I'm trying to be cognizant of like how long it's running. Do we need more time? Do we need less time? So again, working out the kinks, stick with me. So I want to talk a little bit about TV. I haven't been watching a ton of TV. I'm a big YouTube watcher. Probably the short form is better for me, even though I'll sit and watch like 3 short forms instead of just 1 long form. I don't know. It just makes sense to me. But so when I'm on, it's weird. I'm like watching a show, but on TikTok. I love that people do that. It's definitely illegal. I'm so glad that people upload shows to TikTok because I don't have HBO Max, okay? I don't have Amazon Prime, TV, Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix Remix. I don't have all those. I have the basics, but you guys keep putting shows on these platforms that I don't have. And then I'm spending more money. I'm doing a free trial. I'm forgetting to cancel the free trial. And I didn't even finish the show that I originally signed up for. Or I don't even remember what show it was. Anyway, there's this show called Couples Therapy, okay? So what it is it's real life couples going to this therapy. Okay, it's obviously in the title. But and they complain about their marital problems. It's reality, like it's real. That's every reality TV watcher says that. It's real. I swear it's real. No, it's like if you watch one episode, you would see like there's this clearly people are in distress. This therapist is so good. I need to find out what her name is. She is so good. Like just patient. Like I just love, she makes it so fun to watch. Their chaos obviously makes it fun, but the way she handles the chaos is so impressive. Anyway, I've been watching clips on TikTok, and I think it's my new favorite show. I think it's on HBO Max, but again, we watch it illegally on TikTok. These couples come in, and some of the things they're complaining about, I'm like, wow, I could see how that could become an issue without a couple even realizing that it's happening. And it just like things build up over time and now they have resentment towards each other, whatever. But there's some situations on this show that I'm like, girl or dude, like you didn't see this coming. Like, okay, one of the couples is like, so we each date 6 partners at once but we live together. So like we're our home base partners, but we have like 15 boyfriends and girlfriends across the US, and like it's just not quite working. And I'm like, I could be the therapist in this situation. It's not gonna work. Even Sister Wives, that was on TLC for decades, they've proven it doesn't work. Why did you think you were gonna let your partner have 75 other partners and then you were gonna be okay with it at the end of the day, and now suddenly you're not? But it's great. But the therapist is so non-judgmental. I really probably couldn't do the job. I'd be like, girl, be for real. You're shocked? That's how I would handle them. I'd be like, next client. She's so good. Like, she's so non-judgmental. She listens. Each situation she looks at it in a different lens, helps the couple that's in front of her, doesn't compare them to other couples or situations. It is so good. I highly recommend. I actually want to sit and watch a full episode and not just the clips on TikTok because it's so good. So that's been something I've been really into. I haven't been watching a ton. I need to go watch some movies. I need to get I'm really out of the loop on things. And now that I have this podcast, like I need to be in the loop of things. You know what? Comment down below what shows I should be watching and I'll watch them. If there's like a big enough audience of people that want to talk about this or want to hear about it, as long as it like is a show I'm going to be into. Like I can't force myself to watch Game of Thrones or whatever. Like I just can't. So it's gotta know your audience. All right. Another show that I've like tried to get into is Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. The Mormons love a reality show. It's on Hulu, and it's like a bunch of Mormon girls they live in Utah and they were swingers and they're TikTok star. It's complete chaos. It's chaos, but I'm not even really into the show either. Like I like chaos. I can't get into this one. I try. And all the podcasts I listen to, they talk about this show. They've had the stars on. I see the clips. I cannot get into it. So am I missing something? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just also too much like the other shows I watch. Like I've seen this done before, which leads me to another show I've been watching, Next Gen NYC. So it's like reality stars' kids are now on their own show. And it's so, I love it because it's a little cringy. Now, if they called me and said, do you want to be on the show? I'd be there in a heartbeat. So this is nothing against the people that are on it. But you can tell that they have watched reality shows over the years or their families have starred in them and they know the secret sauce. So they're using buzzwords that they know is going to work, which it's not because it's been done. Like we're tired of it. They're referencing old things that happened in other shows that it's been overkill. So I don't know. That's just I'm into it. I need to watch episode 2. So if you're into all this, please message me. I want to talk about this stuff. Should I keep watching? Do you want me to talk more about this? I want to hear from the people. So just let me know. Let me know what you want. Anyway, okay, thanks for sticking with me. Now, this is not my first episode, but it's my first episode with like, going through the flow of things, talking about different topics, reading things that people submitted. We're going to develop this more and more over time. So let me know. I want to hear from the peeps. Is this long enough? Not long enough? Do you want it shorter? Should I change what topics I'm talking about? Just tell me, okay? Make sure you subscribe, like, rate, comment, all the things. Share it out. Invite your friends to listen. Let's talk too much again next week. Bye.